Hello, welcome to Down with Dragons here on Monsters of Roll. Yeah, for a split second in my head, I want to do the other order. I am DM Scott, who is barely here tonight. With me, as hopefully always,
Killian playing Maven Corpse Flower, a Circle of Spores druid who just took a bite out of the sun and punched God in the face, and having a good time doing it.
And Mick, I'm definitely here. I made it. Playing Holliver, a gnomish relic hunter who embraced the power of a strangely multi-level marketing celestial being to hopefully finally make some meaning of things.
Chris playing Viet, a 8-foot tall, blue-armed dwarven ranger barbarian who was told by a little girl to swallow this amber seed with some tree roots in it. And then he managed to shoulder shove death.
And Catherine playing I don't even know what anymore. I'm kidding. Juniper Swift. But yeah, I don't know beyond that what or who we are.
wow, it's like some identity issues going on here. Jeez. Yeah, so a lot happened. If you didn't see last episode, I mean, you should check it out. Things happened.
It was all right.
Before we dive into that, Gillian, do we have any announcements?
We have a couple announcements. We have merch. I'm sorry, I had to do it. monstersofroll.com/shop is where you can go to our Redbubble store. The link is fixed. Go ahead and check it out. You can get this beautiful face on pretty much whatever you want. Not this beautiful face, that's coming, maybe. But this one for sure you can get on whatever you want. It's super cool. There's so many different things. I am almost done working on my clock. When it's done, I'll show you my little druid clock. It's turning out so cool. Anyway. Other than that, go check out monstersofroll.com/shop if you want to go take a look at our wares, our beautiful wares. Also, if you would like to give inspiration to your favorite moment of last episode, the last few episodes, every episode, whatever you want to do, go ahead and get in contact with us in the link down below. Let us know what you liked, who you want to give inspiration to, and why, and we will go ahead and use that to thwart Scott's evil plans to make us sad on the internet. Or you could give one to Scott and make us sad. So go ahead and do that down below. Just let us know which episode it's from and who it's for. And I'm almost out of inspiration, so hopefully I deserve it. Back to you.
Thanks. All right. Thank you. Let's I guess dive in with last time on Down with Dragons. The group got to talk to cheery little girl. Got pushed forward after Maven got brought in and into the little sanctum, and not apparently, as mentioned by Talcia, destroyed, and also the Swiftblade, then quickly ushered to go through into the desert, which ironically Maven did not burn to a crisp in the sunlight.
A good sunscreen.
Yeah. Viet was, as he said, told to swallow party favor and also to, help by sometimes not helping. And Holliver was told, why are you here? But support characters are good. And, Juniper was faced with some trials with making judgments on shadowy figures and their sins versus, oh no, it's your friends. And the Swiftblade might be your dad. So I mean, I'm kind of skimming But, I mean, a lot happened and a lot more help. Yeah, a Skirgulk with middle finger horns was in there somewhere.
hugs, crying,
yeah.
murder.
Yeah, and Maven bit Juniper, which at least in what it looks like is not a vampire at the moment.
Thank God.
So that's what we're gonna pick up right there where we left off with Maven hugging Juniper's knees, sobbing. I feel like she might be an ugly crier.
Oh, very ugly. There's snot everywhere.
Viet and Oliver looking on at this scene, and
That's right. There was a group
that's
hug,
right. It turned into a group hug. That's right. And a burned corpse of the once Swiftblade smoldering off to the side. That's what we're gonna pick up, just with the sound of the campfire behind you.
I don't even know where to start. Is the problem?
I'm gonna blow my nose on your shirt, and then I think that'll start things off for you.
Okay. That was my dad. She's gonna extricate herself from this group hug and like go.
You're not father?
Check on this crispy critter.
How crispy is this critter?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like a completely days burned corpse, but
On the level of I burned my finger to Anakin Skywalker, where are we talking?
Ooh.
oh, okay. Right next to Anakin Skywalker.
Oof,
I mean,
okay.
pretty ripe, pretty charred.
I don't have spells. However, I do have a handy little thing called Healing Hands
Sounds
that I would like to I'm going to touch him and try to give him some hit points. He gets 9, if that's
9.
even.
Okay. It's you do it. But you do notice, I mean, first off, what the situation was, what he was imposing himself between. You're not sure what kind of what the damage,
Yeah.
You don't see any evidence that anything healed. You do feel like it was a success, but it's probably
Viet would go over and kneel down next to her. The Swiftblade is your father? Just looking down at this
and
body.
I was going to say, is the helmet off?
oh, that burned away. I mean,
Oh, cool.
yeah. And it's it's very
to his head. Ew.
Some of it
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
it's not a pretty picture.
No.
Is
Is he
Can I
dead?
can I identify it at I can identify it as who would have been my father.
I mean, there's enough. Yes, let's just say
Okay.
yes without yeah.
You'd know those
You can
teeth
tell.
anywhere.
Oh God.
Looking at the dental records,
Viet, is there anything
Yeah.
that we can do for this? Viet's, can I do a medicine check? Checking his, hold over, see if he's breathing at all.
Yeah,
see if-
honestly,
roll me a medicine
pulling
check.
out.
since June seems to have frozen.
Yeah,
here.
she's a little stunned, shock.
That would be
Yeah.
a 18.
He is alive.
What?
He looks like he's had better days. But
Juniper, he's
in,
breathing. Juniper, he is breathing.
And as Juniper had touched him and stuff like that, you do see and kind of hear that cracking skin as he opens his eyes.
Oh
Oh
god.
God.
You do see his kind of pale blue eyes.
What, blue?
Not green.
That's not his natural eye
People
color.
look at his eyes. He'll look at June's eyes. He'll look at his eyes. Or June's, what color are June's eyes?
Green.
I don't see
But
it.
like the same green they've been the entire time.
Yeah, because that was
Thanks
the
for
beginning
clarifying.
conversation of like, I have green eyes, but they're not fucking crazy. Yeah.
They're not that green. I guess that'll. Sorry.
He'll get his water flask out. So, like, remind me, what happened? Like, what hit him that he was all burnt up and crisped up again? Can you remind me
He
again?
blocked the scythe of the
Death.
embodiment of death, and he was blocking it from a striking blow, and so there was just energy pouring off of that being stopped.
Okay.
And in that moment, it basically, whatever it was, whether it be necrotic, fire, whatever, radiant, it's like it was literally burning him away.
Viet will reach into his pack. This is your father. This is your father. Like, he's just repeating himself over and over again.
Yes. Yes. And she's just repeating herself over and over again.
Viet will pull out
Yeah.
Viet's a little shaken at this, but he's gonna dig out. He has a potion of refined battle endurance. He's gonna try to very gently try to prop up the head of the Swiftblade, and then try to get him to drink.
Not to say you cannot do this or anything like that. All of you know well enough what this stuff does. This is a temporary fix. This is not real healing, just so you know. This would be the equivalent of like an adrenaline shot to
Oh wait,
give you a little.
I do have another one. Out of Maven's pack, I'll pull out a potion of superior healing. Is that temporary as well?
No, that's a real one.
All right, I'll dig
Better
that
give
out.
me my stuff back now that I'm alive.
We're
Dig
using
that-
it.
Shove that one back in.
We're using it.
Shove that one back in, and then he'll dig that one out.
Wait. I think I have a. Wait.
Viet's
think
gonna
I
give
have-
it to him.
Wait,
Jim's
Okay.
just like, I think I have a. I don't.
Viet said,
I don't. I think
Juniper,
I have-
you are being in shock, and he's gonna pour
Yeah. No.
roll
Right.
those dice.
You're right.
84. Roll twice. I don't have that many. 4, 8, 10, 11. $15, 18, 19 plus 8 is 27. 27 points.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna dig into my herbal bag and get out whatever I've got that could be used to like make us like a burn cell.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check.
Who do I want to use?
June's not answering, so he's going to be asking the Swiftblade. You are her father?
Um,
21.
yeah, you can start. It'll take you a good minute to make that.
Yeah, that's fine. It's occupying.
As you're doing that, and you're kind of repeating like he's your father, like he's your father, you're her father, you know, and
Someone's got to
you
be
can-
responsible.
you see his eyes are like darting around and not focusing on anything in particular until eventually, for just a moment, he looks at you as you say that, and then looks back at Juniper, and you can see he's trying to say something, and there's like just this croak of a whisper that just comes out and just like, I'm sorry.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, no, no.
Oh, no.
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 So I'm gonna ooh, I'm gonna sit next to this man. Someone took all my items. All of you.
There's another healing thing in that bag there, Juniper. In your
I have healing
backpack.
spells. I'm gonna lay my hands on him and I'm gonna cast a where is it?
Now.
Where is it? Cure wounds. There we go.
I don't have any spells.
You don't have that.
Well, that's 8 points of healing.
You don't have that.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Remember?
I don't
fixed that
anymore.
problem. You have that other one.
Yeah.
Viet pulls out a potion of greater healing.
You can still
wait,
do that, by the way. You can still do it. It's remember we fixed the cure wounds thing, and it's life transference.
Yes. So I
that was
still have
more-
that. Okay.
You still have that. I just wanted to.
Yes, I'm fine with that. Yeah. I give him 8 of my not blood points, but 8 of my life essences. I don't know.
Okay, here's how
I
the
don't have
spell
blood
works.
points though.
No,
I know that.
hey, I know. We'll get through this.
Maven died and forgot. Maven died and forgot everything.
Okay, you're gonna roll 48.
Okay. All right. I can do this. I can play D&D. 16.
Okay, you take 16 damage.
Cool. Deal.
He takes 32 healing.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
Woo! So yeah, as you do that, you actually roll me an intelligence check, seeing as you are connecting in a way that is different from giving vials and things
14,
like that.
baby.
14? Okay. Put it this way. You're going to get the sense as you're doing this, and you heal him that 32 points. In simplest mechanical sense, you have your hit point maximum, and then you have all the sub numbers.
Yeah.
Right now, you're healing him up to 0.
Good.
No, you haven't gotten there yet. Everything you have done, he was so far below 0.
We're still going up
And
to
you
0.
are, yeah. He
Okay.
took a crap ton of damage.
Yeah.
And whether it be this place or the situation or whatever his deal was, he's not gone yet, but he is like significantly below 0.
Yeah, give him that other potion. Please.
I still have no magic.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
Hey, Oliver's going to get in on this emergency aid situation too. He sees the gravity of it too.
Lift his
June,
feet
even if
up.
he doesn't understand it, but
Lift his feet up.
Feet, no, just what?
Well, the blood will go to his brain.
I'm afraid they'll snap off. He's a little charred.
Yeah. Can I use a cantrip?
What one?
Spare the dying.
Okay. You can absolutely try. First, Viet, what are you doing? Because you've been talking before that as well.
There's
What are you trying?
also a potion of greater healing inside
You may
somebody's
use
bag.
it.
I don't know where I got this bag.
Probably mine.
I have
Could be
a-
right.
I have a regular potion of healing too, I believe. From
Just forcing liquids down this guy.
You are being dehydrated. This will help.
Let me die.
Gently, though. Gently,
44
though.
plus 4 of a glimmering liquid. You want me to roll it?
Yeah, you may. The hit points are potentially important.
3, 7,
You don't have my
10
consent for CPR.
plus 4. 14 total.
14 more.
I'm ignoring the DNR.
That's illegal.
Oliver,
I
what were you
know.
doing as well, getting in on that?
Just first level cure wounds, and that came out to 6 hit points.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're making progress.
I don't have
All
enough
right.
hit points to give him any more of my life essence.
hey, it's a thing.
So, sorry.
So Catherine, or sorry, your names are there, and I use that as my cheat sometimes when I'm
It's
just
you're not
glancing
lying.
to remember characters.
Oh, I need to
Sorry,
change mine. Oops.
Juniper.
I do too.
I know I have two people on the right, so that's why
I wasn't late today. It was
who's that? So, Juniper, what are you doing?
Yes. I'm gonna try the only thing that I have left at my disposal, other than the healing
You're
salve
trying
that
to
I've made, spare the dying. Yeah.
Okay. So, I would like you to roll me a caster check with this.
What dice do I want to use? This one. That was 16.
Oliver, do you
I-
have advice for him?
I'm not even sure what he is.
Do I add anything to this dice
Yes,
roll?
you're, imagine like a spell attack roll, like it's your
Oh.
caster check.
Yeah. Sorry. Spell attack, so 16 plus 8.
Is he some
24.
sort of ghoul or revenant? Or...
It will be okay. Oliver does this all the time, Swiftblade.
No, that's not. That's.
Oh yeah, I got it covered.
Oh my god.
You'll be okay. I promise.
He's oddly now like looking like a little bit more panicked as his eyes are like.
Well, if that's your reaction, then forget it.
Flapperty do. Hang up the phone for a second.
I don't think we can. It's live.
I feel like I can do a thing. But I already did a thing. Okay, so it was what did I say? 24, 16 plus
24. Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's great. So as you are now trying to focus and do this, you feel that magic it's there, that energy inside of you. It's small little flickers.
Yeah.
As you do this, all of a sudden kind of time is just kind of dragging on. You're in shock.
Yeah.
And then there is a small pair of hands on your shoulder. I think it's too late for that. But I can make it so you can maybe have a moment.
Please.
And suddenly
hear
you
that?
are
Do any of it? Do the rest of us hear that?
not at this moment, no.
Okay.
Suddenly you are just in a kind of that underwater void. You're still standing, but just that open void, and you are standing there or kneeling there over your father, and he's not burnt anymore. And he looks like he does the last time you remember seeing him, in normal, common clothes. And you see him just suddenly taking a normal, gasping breath in and just looking around and looking at you. Oh, June, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
Everything and what I did. I'm sorry. Just you weren't. I'm so happy to see you. You're alive. And he'll just lean forward and try to hug you.
Oh, she's gonna hug him back.
Okay.
No, I don't want to hug my father. We don't have much time. This is only temporary.
I know.
Was all of that real? Is that what happened? I don't even know if you saw that. Is that what happened the night that Highport fell?
You see him kind of thinking back, like thinking, and I don't know what you saw, but
Everyone's gone.
you can see like just that confirming looking of sadness, and he wanted your grandfather.
Why?
He was the Swiftblade. It's in our blood, and he wasn't weak, and he fought with everything he had, and but I'm so sorry I wasn't as strong as him.
You don't have-
They said they were going to take your mother's soul and do things to you even from beyond, and I said yes. I'm so sorry.
You did what you thought you had to do. We've all been making hard choices. But your soul is not going to a good place. You know that.
I don't know if I even get to go to that. I'm tied to him. I made a choice that day. I'm not dead. Or not yet. Other things are in store for me.
Is there any way to stop it?
I don't know. But I'm sure you'll figure out something, whether not for my sake, but I know you'll figure something out for everyone.
I have an idea for you, but I don't know if it'll work, and it's not great.
Okay. I mean, I don't get to go there, I don't think. From the feeling, I think I become one of those when I die.
That's not good.
You can genuinely see he looks scared. Like it just, I know it's kind of part of the thing.
Okay. What if there was a way we could kind of interrupt his hold on you?
I don't know if that's possible. He's one of them.
I know.
And behind you, as you're having this pause, and you can feel kind of spaces slowly closing in. You could bring him back.
Who's talking to me?
It's the little girl.
Okay. Just
He
had to
doesn't-
make sure.
He may not be what you want him to be, but he also wouldn't be beyond hope. He's technically gone right now. But you have the power to bring him back.
What about the daggers?
Are you saying that to her?
Mm-hmm.
You may try, but even I don't know if he follows the same rules as some of the others. He's not a dragon yet.
No, but it interrupts their power, right?
It can. What you speak of, even the people that you found those in, hadn't finished learning what they could from them.
That is fair. Hard choices are hard.
And she touches your shoulder, and you feel this kind of echo go down your arm and hit the blade and rebound back. And you have all your spell slots, including your new 5th level spell slot.
Hey, I have stuff. I'm going to
Including
all of those.
Raised Dead.
Oh. Oh. Well. Does that make you weaker?
She smiles like, I am what I am.
She's going to look at her dad.
Who looks a little confused because he doesn't see who you're talking to.
He doesn't know why I'm talking to myself.
Yeah. And you can feel like you're almost starting to hear the sounds of Oliver and Maven and Viet as this bubble of time is collapsing.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to come back even if there's a chance that you're not you?
You can see he looks very frightened at the idea of dying, knowing what he does know.
Weird.
But also there is a guilt there too of like, I don't want to die, but also I don't know what happens if I'm still alive either. You know, like he doesn't know what the right choice is. And he's your dad and is looking like he's trying to hide a lot of thoughts.
Can I decipher anything from...
Roll an insight.
Yeah. Ooh. Gosh, I like this dice. 27.
Oh. So as he's just kind of, you see that momentary look, he's like, don't worry about me. Just do what you can. You can see he is terrified. He is trying to be strong and show you that he is nothing you should concern yourself with, but he desperately hopes there's a way out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Yeah.
What are you trying?
I'm going to, well, if I guess I'm going to try this raised dead.
Okay.
I'm going to try raised dead. I'm going to try it. I'm scared.
Okay.
And this is all still happening in that time bubble?
Nope. It is just ending. All of a sudden, all the sound, everything comes back, and everyone is around as well. And Viet, Maven, Oliver, all of a sudden you can see Juniper, you can see like her eyes are closed and she looks like she's in some kind of meditation. You saw her trying to cast a spell just a moment ago. What are you three doing at this moment?
Not to
Still
undercut
trying
the
to
tension, but
put the Swift Blade's feet up.
Okay. You get the uncomfortable thing of like what burned skin can do when you grab it and try to lift it. That, you know, that fun. Yeah. Maven, Viet.
I'm being perfectly honest. I'm very focused on the fact that I'm alive right now. I am poking parts of my body just to see it bounce back and being like,
So glad I'm not burned like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. It's very par for the course for Maven. A little self-absorbed. Sorry about your dad, June. But
It's fine.
yeah.
I have a tan. I didn't know my skin was this dark compared to what it was. Yeah.
Juniper, you may not think that we are worth saving, but this is your father. Please, you need to do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
As Viet says that, you can almost hear this deepening in his voice that is not in tone, but more in like just a subtle difference in it. Just the tiniest little inflection, a little just more authority and almost calm in it. And as he finishes, you swear you could hear like rumbling thunder in the distance. You can add a D4 to your roll, by the way.
Oh. I have to. What do I have to roll?
A
I have to
D4.
roll a thing. A D4. Oh, are you
Roll the D4 and hold on.
roll the D4?
Maven
D4
Holliver,
says 3.
give me your hands. We are stronger together.
Okay.
Can I throw an emboldening bond on top of this, DM?
It's already active, sir.
It was a 3. I don't know if you heard that. The D4 said 3.
Perfect. That's a 3. All right. So as Viet says this, and all of a sudden you see Juniper's eyes open and they are blazing like two suns. Roll me.
Whoa.
Okay, this is a couple rolls because you're doing the thing. First, I need and during all these, you can roll a D4 attached to each one. So the first one, you already have your
Okay.
+3. This is one of the
Okay.
most important ones, to be honest.
Okay.
Roll me a caster check.
No pressure.
No pressure. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it's a dirty 20 and then a
Plus
1
3.
on the plus
Oh.
3. It was a
That
1 on the
D4 you
D4.
No,
Oh,
the first one had that 3.
got it.
So dirty 20 plus 3.
Yes. So
Okay,
dirty
23.
12,
That
13,
is good.
20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, dirty 23. Okay.
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 Now I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. You can add a D4 to this right now.
Okay. It's another 1 on the D4. That's crummy. But Constitution is good. What do I have? So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Good.
Because
Very good. That's a
Constitution
pass on
is
that
good.
part.
You are living up to your name as Dice Maiden.
Oh, I have so many dice and I keep like there's some really pretty ones that always roll really low and I'm not touching them right now.
All right. So that energy starts to just pour out of you, pouring directly into the burned body of your father and reaching into the nether, into the ether, and going beyond, trying to grab hold of a soul. And you feel this backlash of energy that is fighting against it. You're going to take 30 psychic damage. And that is half of the damage
okay.
already because you succeeded.
Oh, ow. Okay. Ow.
Are you still conscious after that?
Yes.
That's crazy.
So you
I'm scared.
keep pushing forward. You are holding on.
Yeah.
And Maven, Viet, Oliver, as you join hands and you can, like, as you kind of positioning wise, I guess the way I see it, I see June, on one side, Viet directly across. Oliver's down by the feet, and Maven's up near, or probably still like between Viet and Oliver. And as you all kind of go to reach and all that, because Juniper's very much focused. Oliver, you just grab her shoulder, and next to you, Viet, you reach out, not even thinking, to grab at June, and there's a little girl who takes your hand and puts her hand on Juniper's shoulder. And as this is going on, you all start to feel there is a resistance there of something that is terribly scared and is at the moment maybe not willing. Is there anything anyone would like to add? And in the basis of a skill in some way that you can make a roll attached to it.
not charisma.
I could do
Not you, Juniper. You're busy.
Oh, not me.
I could do something.
Yeah, I think Oliver will try to dig deep for some context and meaning to hopefully add whatever can help here with like a religion check.
Okay. How are you doing that with like what are you thinking? What are you saying? What are you like? How are you doing that?
So just bouncing off the fact that Rel, the maiden, is here. And whatever like stories or texts I've run across detailing anything like bringing back a father or a hero or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long shot, but
That would feel more like history if you're going with stories, stuff like that. Like just and maybe bringing out a quote, just like a Shakespearean quote of like something that has to do with that. Like unless you want to go religion focused, but. You tell me. I'm giving you history if you want to use that, if that's a higher check, because that makes sense for all your research too.
Either is good. So
you choose then.
Yeah, we'll call it religion then.
Okay. Roll, sir.
All right. That is a total of 25.
Nice.
Jeepers.
These are good
That's why
averages.
you're
You're
here.
doing good things for the DC.
Yes.
Viet, Maven, anything you'd like to add?
Well, my highest skill is animal handling. So not probably going to be able to use that. But
I mean, you can certainly try to
Right.
convince me.
you know what? I will. I'll bite. Let's try it. All right.
Humans
So-
are an animal.
Once upon a time, Maven was in the Deadwood. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have anything for that.
Sounds like okay, you're gonna try.
I think I could weave a BS story for you, but really what I'm thinking is for animal handling, all of the multiple times Maven has almost died while in her animalistic form, and kind of like I'm not sure how else I can be helpful other than to mutter words of encouragement that would have steeled my mind.
You can roll persuasion.
Yeah, I could do
Doesn't
that.
matter if your skill's bad. If that's what you're at the core of it doing,
Yeah.
roll persuasion.
30-20, baby. 19 plus 1.
There you go. That's a good roll. See, sometimes the actual skill doesn't matter what you're proficient in. This is a moment. Viet.
So persuasion's been used.
I mean, yes, it's been used. It's not a traditional skill check challenge, but
Okay.
you can
Because
double down. It just
Viet
may
would
not
like
be
to
as
speak
effective.
To the frightened being, which he thinks he's perceiving as perhaps Juniper's father.
Okay.
And Juniper Swift Dad. So he'll be talking, squeeze the little girl's hand a little bit. Juniper Swift Dad. My mother is naming me Viet. And this is Maven the Amanita, and this is Oliver. And this is our friend Juniper. And you are her father, and she needs you. She needs you to be here, please. It will be okay. Please come back to her.
You feel like there's a resonance as you're speaking out, and maybe the little girl's helping. You in that moment you can feel that fear quiver, and you almost get the sense of like it's trying to lock itself away.
It is
Anything you
okay
wanna
to
add
be
to that?
afraid. Do you want me to roll something?
I didn't know if there was more you wanted to add,
No,
because
that was it. Just that
okay.
it is okay
Yeah.
to be afraid. It is okay.
Okay.
It will be okay. Juniper needs you.
Okay. Roll another persuasion from the sounds of it.
That's a natural 20.
Man.
4 for 24. I should take a picture of this. This is a one of the dice from Dice Overlord Catherine.
Hey. I blessed it.
It's the nice big heavy stone one.
Nice.
That's my favorite.
Is it? I love the stone dice. Which one did I end up giving you?
It is.
It was
this
the.
kind of
Is it the?
purpley black.
Yes, the amethyst.
Yeah.
It's amethyst.
I've got the description around here somewhere yet too. That's my favorite one, and it rolled
It's a
nicely.
good one. It's little, but I love it.
Okay,
Small
that
but
did-
mighty.
All right. This is the last check.
Oh no.
Juniper.
Yeah.
Mechanically, your friends have rolled like awesome and really helped your DC come down.
Okay.
It is still a difficult DC.
Okay.
This is going to be a religion check.
Okay.
You still get the D4 because Viet
Okay.
currently is doing a thing he is not fully aware he is able to do,
Okay.
even if Chris does. So, religion check
I'm very scared.
plus
Religion
D4.
plus the D4. Okay. If I use an inspiration, do I have to use the new roll?
No, you pick between the two
Okay.
before I tell you success or failure.
Okay. So
But if you use it, you still use it whether you
yeah,
it or
of
not.
course. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. So that was a 13, 14, 15. That was a 16 total. So I'm going to use an inspiration to re-roll.
your friends have reduced the DC.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I know. Okay, well, that was a 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That was
Okay.
better.
Okay.
That was a pretty dice. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm scared. I feel like I should can't do much better. I'm not great at religion, actually.
I understand.
Okay, I'm fine. This is fine.
So that energy starts to flow faster and faster out of you to the point where, I mean, you've never really casted this powerful of a spell ever. And it feels like you just like almost like when they opened the floodgates of a dam to
Mhm.
let some water out. It feels almost like that area is crumbling and more is rushing out and more is rushing out.
Mhm.
It's already dealt with. Roll me one more Constitution saving throw
Okay. Okay.
because this
I'm
is
not scared.
bleed over.
Is that with the D4?
He's still here.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24.
That's good. Turn off my mic for a second so you can't hear all the dice.
Oh no.
God, how many
Oh,
dice
no.
do we have to roll?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's never a good sign.
Should we take another commercial break while you're rolling all this dice? Launchesroll.com
that
slash
TikTok.
shop.
It's like that TikTok of the garbage can of dice.
Down in the doobly-doo.
Mhm,
Or
mhm.
feel free to send more inspiration because someone's going to need it.
Oh,
Who's
We're-
got the
yeah.
calculator out?
oh no. Oh god.
I feel
Follow
like
us at
he's
Monsters
trying
Roll
to
on
mess
Twitter and
with us.
Facebook.
You guys, I have a backup character.
Oh no.
Yeah, we bring June's dad
Succeed.
back. Yeah, we
It's
know
fine.
we know who your backup character is. It's
It's his
dad.
You-
It's
you
Swift
have-
Dad. Yeah.
You have made your save, so you
Uh-huh.
take half damage.
Okay.
You will take 24 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that's good.
Yeah. Was that
Yeah,
wasn't was that psychic again or
Yeah, that was psychic damage again. As
Gotcha, okay.
all of this pours out of you, and all of a sudden this bright light starts to envelop his body, and all of you see this light. And as the moment and that almost ringing in your ears passes, as there's almost like an explosion of light, as you all kind of clear your eyes and look back down, you see the Swiftblade. Your father. Totally healed.
Show me his eyes.
He is unconscious currently,
Okay.
but he is alive and there. And Viet, as that beacon of light just exploded, like roots taking root in the soil, you felt something growing inside of you. Maybe a seed.
But in a good way.
It's a
Not in a
watermelon.
bad way. Not in a bad way.
Tapeworm.
Yeah, you're a watermelon growing in your tummy.
Just checking which movie, if this is the Aliens
Yeah.
movie or something
No,
else.
you felt like something has started to grow in a good way.
June's gonna sniff and wipe the blood from trailing from her nose.
You're all there. However, I don't know if he's there.
So is he
Um,
still crispy
I'm here.
critter or is he?
He's totally healed.
Cool.
Oliver?
What's he wearing?
Hold on. However,
Sorry.
as you
Do not hit on my
everyone
dad.
shut up. However, as you also in this moment are, clearing your eyes, and all of a sudden you see him totally healed, and he is wearing the normal garb of what he was wearing before of the Swiftblade, nothing burned, everything pristine, and there's a helmet sitting right next to his head, no longer burned and melted. There you go. You'll kind of take your hand away from Juniper, and you'll see on your wrist there's kind of like a bracelet now, rosary, that has the symbol of Zabon again, or Zaf.
Oh. This is
And
good.
for a moment, as you kind of look at it and then kind of look around to see if anybody noticed, everyone's kind of absorbed, but as you see the little girl kind of just fade away in like mist, you see this just like a little wink and a smile.
So, friendship bracelet from Zeph.
Maybe.
That's so cute.
Is the is that embodiment of death still around? Oh.
I was gonna take its sick ass scythe, but
Yeah, it's like I wanted to say
Oh.
I loot death.
Oh, I want god weapons, you know.
Quad
But
goals.
no, yeah. He is unconscious, but he looks basically like he took his helmet off and laid on the ground.
okay.
Is he breathe? He's breathing and seemingly.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Uh,
don't know
Juniper?
what I just did.
Juniper,
Yeah.
Viet, you have no context for this.
okay. I know context for what. Oh,
You
what
hear-
you about to say?
16.
Do we all hear that?
Nope, just those two.
Just another voice.
It sounded like the little girl's voice.
Oh, okay. 16 what, little girl? It's gonna gently kind of roll the swift blade over on his side a little bit.
Yep.
And he's gonna get the manacles out of his bag and manacle his hands behind his back.
Okay.
Sorry, Juniper. And he's gonna roll him, kind of
I mean,
try to
that's
make
fair.
him comfortable. And he's gonna look at Juniper again. He's gonna pry the swift blade's eyelid open.
Oh
And
my
just
god.
take a look with his large fingers, trying to be careful.
Pale blue.
Yeah, I should have
A
washed.
little rolled up,
I
but
should have washed
pale
my
blue.
hands first. I'm sorry, Juniper.
Yeah, he put like grease and blood in his eye. Now,
Oh my god.
Pat him on the head. Sorry, Swift Dad.
Swift.
Good name.
Then behind you all, not even realizing, almost like they're, like a raised altar, you'll see kneeling there the maiden in her warrior garb and armor, holding her spear kind of across her knees, like she has been watching all of this.
I thought the maiden was a little girl.
Strange. It's different when they're important to those who can.
Did we all hear that?
Oh yeah, she's talking to everyone.
Hi.
Would it have mattered if it was one of your companions, or the fact that being your father made the difference?
I would have saved them too.
You did murder me.
What of the beggar on the street who just had bad luck? Would you have saved them?
Was I
Or
there?
how well you know them? Important.
I suppose I am a little biased. I'm human. Can't help it.
I will try not to hold that against you in the future. She stands and walks away. And suddenly you're back in front of that pool of water you went into. You're all standing right there.
Swift
All
Blade's still on the
standing?
ground.
Standing, kneeling, whatever position you were in. Sorry. And you see, as you kind of look around and take in the space, all of the statues of the deities are all staring down directly at you.
Oh no, I don't like that.
4 were they?
Except one that's missing.
Oh no. Which one's missing?
Which one?
Which one is missing?
Param.
death.
Yeah,
Oh,
fair
That's
enough.
Galros.
No, the father.
Oh,
Where it's June will say
Param.
that. She'll say, "Where's Param?"
Look around, you'll see one of the statues is broken and on the ground. Kind of tipped back.
How many statues are there?
God,
There's one for each of them. So
yeah,
what,
one for
7,
each
8?
of them.
7?
Yeah. Scott doesn't remember have that
7.
in his head right now. Thank you.
7.
So
I
not
wasn't
16.
prepared for that.
Not 16.
Not six.
16.
No. That it's a tightened
Crazy
pantheon.
She's gonna walk over to the. How far is that broken statue?
30, 40 feet. I mean,
It was whole before we went in, though.
it sure was.
Did we break this? Did I break this?
Well, you did bring back your father. Peros. Dad. Param.
Good.
can Oliver make a roll to get better insight on this? Religion or insight?
Sure, absolutely. I would say religion or history. Insight is more emotional reading.
Okay. Either works.
So confident.
17. Religion.
Okay. Narrow the parameters of what question you're asking in this.
So the domain of the broken statue god that's represented, does that have any greater meaning than just it represented a father and a father was just raised?
Okay. Param is the deity of life and light. He's kind of, in the most simplistic way to put it, is kind of mix Apollo with Zeus. He is like anything that is of life, of like arts are included in that, enjoyment, beauty, but also in light, which is driving back the darkness, truth, justice, all honor, all of those things. It's like the best aspects of the living world, life and light. And with that role and your particular background of like research and stuff like that, kind of like Zeus, he is thought of as the first among them. Kind of the even though the gods always worked in tandem and in separate, he was the one that when he spoke, they all listened. He is thought to be the father of all the other deities as well.
If we are to take this as an omen of any sort, it appears to be quite the grim one. This deity represents the best of life and the light of the world.
See, okay, wait.
Can
You go. I have a thought.
I
but
see a
don't
lot
know.
of gears moving.
Sorry. Thinking back to I don't know but sorry. Would it be an insight roll to see if I could draw any conclusions between this and the vision that I had of that like crystalline palace, where I heard an older man say some things about seeing.
Sure.
Okay. I don't know which.
Ah.
It's not great. 14 total.
14.
14 total. 6,
Um,
12, 13. Yeah, 14.
Did you go over towards the statue, or were you
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
asking
was
the
walking
distance?
over toward it.
Okay, so you're no longer close to Viet, so no D4.
Ah.
I don't know. Do you want to use inspiration, or are you just cool with the dice?
You
I'm
know
just
what?
asking. How important
I
is
never-
it to Catherine?
It's really important. to Catherine. I never use my inspiration. I've used twice. I've used 2 in this game. 2, I tell you. Let's try this outside
Oh!
dice. That's a better roll. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. That'll get you some
Yes.
information.
Yeah.
That'll get you some 14. Maybe.
Yeah.
Hearing what Oliver just kind of said and gave a little bit of context to that idea of the deities and their relationships. Yeah, it's not unreasonable to start going down that train of thought of like, was I somehow watching a conversation between the deities? Like they're looking on us, you somehow looked in on them and saw the death or the whatever of from where you're going of Param.
Yeah. This is kind of
chosen. Because
yes,
you got
yes.
that vibe
So
too from
this
it.
is kind of this is kind of a wild theory. She says, like looking for all the world like an insane person spinning around. I had this dream. This crystalline
One day.
palace.
No,
It's really hard to describe, but it kind of felt like maybe this was supposed to happen. It sounded like a conversation between the gods. I know that sounds insane. But there was he sounded like an old man. Saying something about the blood ties. That the blood ties are needed. It's time. And it seemed like he was choosing something. He said, I look forward to seeing you all with much younger eyes.
Yeah, it sounds about right, dude. That's honestly from everything that has happened in the past week, 2 weeks that we've been traveling together, that is not the craziest thing you've said.
It's gotta have been more than like 2 weeks, right?
It's been a long, it
Less.
feels like forever. It feels like our whole lives. Can I do a history check quick? Because from my time at
Absolutely.
Mirrorvale, I feel
Mhm.
like I've learned a lot about the pantheon and the gods and history.
Absolutely not, if that's why you want to roll that.
Eradicated from the histories.
Yep, and Mirrorvale is one of the capitals of here's the propaganda you can learn.
Fair. I'm gonna try it
Maybe
anyway.
in the secret library that Callan was in.
Yeah, fair.
Right.
Well, that was a 14 anyway, so I tried. I don't know
As
much about
you
these guys.
start to rack your brain and start to think like I've read so many books. I like there has to be something.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, you all start to feel a little bit of a rumble in the ground.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Not another Kevin.
Are either the little girl or Theobald anywhere around here?
Theobald is nowhere to be seen at this moment, but looking around, and I'm not even going to ask for intelligence checks. You're all seasoned adventurers. You do see footprints leading out, and it does look like maybe several hours have passed, like since you guys were all in this space, where to you, it's probably been less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Do you
Earth
think
shaking as in worrying like an earthquake
Not
type
earth
thing?
shaking. Nope.
Not earth
Nope.
shaking, just a rumble.
a rumble and like a temple that is shaking.
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah. Do you think maybe we're done
Yeah.
in here? I think maybe they're telling us that it's time to leave. The party's over.
Let's get your dad and get out of here.
Yeah. June's gonna like.
As a section
gonna
of
have
the
to-
roof falls and drops down.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep,
Oh
yep.
gosh.
Let's go.
I will get to your
And-
father, Juniper Swift.
Sand
June's
starts
already
to fill
trying
in
to, yeah.
through the
Okay,
stained
okay,
glass.
okay.
Ooh,
Let's run.
Running sounds good. Yeah, running's good. Let's go.
Juniper, seeing
Yeah.
as distance wise, you're the furthest back,
Oh,
and you
no.
can see most of the temple because you kind of went to the very front of it.
Mhm.
Roll me a survival check real quick.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. A survival. Where is that skill?
Wisdom.
Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Oh,
13.
well, don't tell me the result yet.
Oh,
'Cause
sorry.
I'm still thinking. I'm even going to say with advantage, only for the simple fact of a little girl.
Cool. That is 21.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So as this happens, and you can like everything is shaking, and you see the statue starting to pivot and all that.
Oh no.
And everyone starts to like, all right, and Viet's like, I'll grab your father, and starts to go down to pick him up. Everyone is starting to move. You see two things. One, where the statue fell of Param.
Mhm.
You can see where the statue was. The pedestal where he was looks to be where the statue actually was sitting. There is like something like a crystalline with like gold filigree across the base on it.
Oh.
Number
Yeah, I'm
two,
gonna take
number two, a little girl all of a sudden is next to you and is like, there's not much time.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll make it. But you might be able to get out if you go that way. And she points over to the left.
Is the left? Oh man.
The left
Is
is a
it the-
doorway you didn't even know was there.
Cool. I'm gonna yell out.
Juniper's archenemy choices.
As you start
Yeah.
to even think that, you get that sense of the way the sand is filling in. It's like they won't make that.
What? They won't make the door?
They won't make coming back and getting to that door
Oh,
or that door. You can
they
get
won't
out.
make either of them.
Yeah, you can get out.
But they won't make it.
They won't make
I'm gonna-
it probably either way.
I'm gonna run toward them.
What about the pedestal?
The pedestal doesn't matter right now.
Doesn't it? You have a
Well, is the
weird like. No, I get it. You have kind of that feeling of there's that way out right now. You can get out. They probably won't make it.
Uh-huh.
But
Take
there's
the
a
way out.
weird statue or a weird pedestal that a statue was standing on.
I mean, I didn't stop. I was still like,
This is like your brain speeding up faster. This is that Sherlock Holmes brain.
yeah, I want what's on the
the.
pedestal. I want what's on the pedestal.
Okay, if you start thinking about that, like you'll get that almost thing of like it'll require a lot. You're not meant for that kind of energy.
are we hearing any of this?
No.
Okay.
Wait, what
No,
is?
we're already dead.
Oh,
Apparently.
indeed. I mean, it will probably kill you, but part of the reason this temple's falling is because not all the gods are present anymore.
What did I do?
It's not about what you did or what any of you did. You have the freedom of choice.
Well, sometimes that really sucks.
I can see why you would think that.
Well then if that's not for me, then I'm running toward them.
Mistake.
Do you want to roll anything? You want to have a like
I guess
you're not sure. I'm just saying, like, what intelligence check if you want to or an insight check to incite more meaning, or a religion
let's
check to
try
the
that.
significance of that, or like this is D&D. You can make rolls to learn more than you know.
I'd like that because I'm real bad at making decisions. There's a reason Juniper is, and it's because I am. Let's try and insight a little more from that.
Okay, roll me an insight check. It is very important. This could glean you all the information you need to know.
Is June
Or
getting
none of
TPKS again?
I don't have a
Again,
backup.
what do you mean?
Come on, I'm not doing anything.
Listen,
You
I'm
don't
gonna
get
use
to
another
blame her for
inspiration.
this.
June looks conflicted. I cast guidance on her.
Aw.
Sure.
Is that's a D4?
As you look back, you can see her paused, even though you don't know the context of that moment in time for her, but you can absolutely do that. I'll let you.
I used another inspiration. I want to make that perfectly clear.
Okay.
Oh, that was good. That was a natural 20.
Oh shit.
2,
Sorry.
8, 9. So that is a 30.
Okay.
Jeez.
Holy. Okay. I'm gonna give you a lot of information. I'm not even gonna be vague with some of this. I'm gonna get rid of the flowery like vague innuendo.
Yes,
Okay.
do that.
That was
This
worth
place is-
the 3 inspiration.
This place is coming down.
Uh-huh.
She said it's because the gods aren't all present anymore. Now,
Uh-huh.
gods and mortals, timey-wimey, all that.
Mhm.
You are not a god.
No.
But you do know you have some sort of divine spark inside of you, whether it be through believing in the gods now or being a channel, whatever it is.
Okay.
You can take the place of that statue, maybe for a moment, and keep this place up for just a little bit longer. Not forever. You're not a god.
Right.
It will likely 100% burn you out,
Okay.
but it would give them time.
Okay.
Or you can get out right now scot-free, and we go into a skill check challenge for the others because theirs is a deadly difficult challenge because this place is caving in very quickly.
No, she's gonna take those infinity stones, man. Yeah, no, she's gonna grab it.
Okay, you jump up onto the pedestal.
Yeah, she's just gonna yell, "Get the F out!" And yeah.
Okay. So you see in this, like you're all scooping up the swift blade, it's starting to move, and all of a sudden you see hear Juniper yell, just like, "Get out!" You look back. She is now, excuse me, standing on the pedestal where the statue of Param was. And there is now just immediately once she turns and looks at you and shouts, all of a sudden this golden dome of energy goes around her, and you can just see energy being just sapped out of her. And she doesn't look like she's enjoying the ride. But all of a sudden the tremors, the sand, everything stops filling in. They're
Maven.
still shaking. You can feel it. But all of a sudden, like the collapsing feel stops.
Maven, can you the Skurgilk?
Yep.
Start pulling
Got you.
Swiftdead off.
I'm already there, baby. Transformed.
Strap.
No middle fingers this time.
Oliver, go, 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 go.
Saw fingers.
So yeah.
So you can see he thinks about giving the Skurgilk a slap on the rump.
Don't you dare.
Remembers it's Maven. Kind of changes it into an awkward wave. and turns and starts running for.
It's like when you wave at somebody you think's waving at you, and you're like,
and
Smart
turns and
choice.
starts running for back for Juniper.
Okay.
Sir.
you start running up there. And as you do, you all of a sudden hear in your head, what are you doing?
Juniper is stuck.
Is she stuck? She's fighting for you right now.
Pause.
This is all slow motion in your head.
Look
as
at-
you know,
Look at Maven and Swiftad and Oliver.
they are trying to get going. But right now it looks like they are slow. Like they like getting going in general. It's unorganized. Like Maven's trying to keep this unconscious, loose body on her form. She can't hold it down. And Oliver is running ahead, but he's also now stopped seeing that Maven is slowing down because of this body and turning back to come help. And then you also look over at Juniper and you see she's screaming like to the point where she has no voice right now. She's screaming so much and you can see the energy just being poured off of her.
She needs help, little girl. I don't understand. I can help her.
She's helping you though, I thought.
How do I leave her?
You could trust her.
Can I see
Doesn't mean-
Juniper's face at
doesn't-
all?
Oh yeah. Just racked in pain.
Not good. Not good.
As Oliver's running away, do I have a good sense of what's going on here between Viet and Juniper and the maiden?
This is still in that context of everybody's having that slow motion perception, but you can see as Viet told you guys to get going, takes off running, he all of a sudden looks back and you can see kind of in the same way of like, you see he's looking between the two choices as well. And, you know, like it's a lot of chaos going on. So yeah, you can see some of that too.
Okay.
All right. So the maiden is telling Viet to let her go. Is essentially what's happening here.
Not telling you, but she's just posing the question. You have choice.
Yeah, another choice.
Here. No,
I know.
you don't, Viet, because Oliver, since he does understand what's going on, he casts banishment on Viet.
So
Isn't that the thing that sent me to Helheim?
Yeah, that's that one.
Cool. Very cool. Very
so
good.
what's
and
the save
cool.
on that? Is it a charisma save?
Yep, charisma 15.
Welcome to Helheim. Sucks there. dude.
That'd be a nat 1 plus a 0.
Okay. So
Juniper
As you
knows
are
what she's
having-
doing. You got get out of here, Viet.
and as you hear that, as you're having your own thoughts, and this is being posed to you of what like you can go try to help her, but she's telling you to go. She's, you know, like it's that back and forth, the things you've done for other people and said, do what they do and they don't do it, and vice versa. And then all of a sudden, you're standing on a hill. It's very bleak. Take all the chroma down, you know, and there are these spectral dragons in the distance. There is just a throng of people in all these different, like it is as I have described, as we've referred to it now as Helheim. You are in the dragon afterlife currently, and it is horrible. So Oliver, you have
Yes.
just done that to him. He will reappear in that exact spot.
Well, the spell says
Or unoccupied space near.
Yeah, unoccupied
Yeah.
space. The nearest unoccupied space, if that space is occupied,
That
that
is
he
true.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, okay, I can see some of that. Yeah, fair. I see
Yeah,
where you're
yeah,
going.
yeah.
I see where you're going. Okay. What else are you doing while you hold this concentration? I assume.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
So is Maven trying to balance his body on her back. I'm assuming he's laying horizontally across her flanks. So
I would assume so.
Yeah,
that
that'd be-
seems like
that's
the best
the
way
only
to do
way.
a body.
Like an arm, like looped to
Yeah,
one of the antlers.
just he's gently cradled in the actual horns. You know,
You
I
know,
love it. I love it.
that might be more secure, but
Yeah.
probably. I mean,
yeah. I'm moving as fast as I
God
will.
forbid you have to ram something.
Oh god. I don't want to think about that.
Okay, so
Goodness.
here you are, Viet. And in that same moment, now there literally is the somewhere in between the little girl and the warrior.
Okay.
Standing in front of you
Okay.
and is looking around at everything.
I am not understanding. It's looking around. Where is Juniper? Where is Maven? Where is Oliver?
Oliver sent you here for the moment. He gave you a timeout, I think he'd think of it. Viet, you have a lot of potential in you. And you, like others that I've known over the years, are willing to carry the burdens required of them. And then she just, with a really gentle smile, just puts like one hand up on your cheek. But you don't have to carry all of them.
How am I knowing which ones I am not carrying?
You'll know when it's too heavy. No tree, and she kind of points at your chest, can grow to the heavens unless they have roots deep in hell. You've been in both places. Try to learn from that. Trust your friends. Trust yourself. You've had a storm in your soul for so long. You should start to channel some of that like a tempest.
I am not understanding, little warrior girl.
I guess my reaction is about as good as you're going to get, except a much more beautiful face. Just genuinely.
How is that possible?
I don't think it
Well, I
is.
mean, it's,
Don't sell yourself
my
short.
beard's quite not as magnificent as everyone else here, masculine at the tables.
I know mine's
but,
pretty good.
You could just take the wig and, she smiles and she actually like puts her both hands up on you and like lifts herself up, gravity, whatever,
Okay.
and gives you a kiss on the tip of the nose.
Oh,
Don't ever lose that yet. But always remember, the calm in the center of the storm is where your power is. Now, run. And all of a sudden, you're back. Like, Oliver, you feel your spell end. And out of it, as you look back at that space where you know he was at, like, you see Viet at full run. His eyes have lightning in them, and his feet are hitting like thunderclaps
Jeez.
as he runs up and starts to gather amongst you, lifting a Skirgulk with a body and a Holliver, and just running. And where the sand is, there's glass.
Oh,
Every time his feet land,
That's very cool.
and you come out of the temple. And then it implodes in sand and soot and dirt.
It's probably still running, but
Yeah. Yeah.
he's gotten into one of his modes now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're out.
And-
We're out now. You can. Viet.
And I will say, for slow motion, for extra coolness and all that, as you're running through and the building is starting to collapse again, there's motes of lightning that start to shoot out from his feet and take the form of like electric ghosts holding up something. His ancestral guardians now turning into the storm guards.
That's such a freaking cool image. If I could draw.
If I could draw. So, Jennifer,
Yeah.
you are in a blackened space, just void. And you see the armored maiden in front of you. You're on your hands and knees. You feel like you died. And as you slowly like kind of raise your head and see her, just a little slight nod as she raises one hand to her chest. Juniper Swift, you are a flawed and sentimental mortal. You show strength in moments, and you show weakness in others, like so many of the best of you do. But I saw your mettle when things mattered. I trust you to choose wisely going forward. I bless you with the ability that you've already found out. Go forward and choose wisely. And she will, on your, just with her spear, point towards your sword. And on the hilt of it, you'll just see the smallest little engraving appear on the blade a little bit with the symbol of the maiden. You see her nod and salute.
She'll kind of panic for a second and then do the same thing. Like, am I
And then
supposed to
you're
do
just
that?
all of a sudden going to be like choking and suffocating and all that. And all of a sudden you're going to go just out of the sand.
Oh. There's going to be a curse involved.
Yeah.
In the distance, cresting a dune is a small image of a.
Oh, that's effing cool.
I didn't want to do any copyright things, but I had that whole scene in like Ragnarok, a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
Like when he comes back, it's thunder, in my
Oh,
opinion.
Yes. Oh my God. How far away are they?
You see, luckily, the glass footprints in the sand going up a hill. Viet, you do all of a sudden, like as you crest one, come down another, crest another, start to see a figure on one of the dunes, and you're just
It's struggling.
and you get to the black staff, who stops seeing and hearing you coming, and you catch up to the black staff, who basically really very quickly you'll all figure out that it's just like, I was going back, you've been gone for hours, and I figured I didn't need to be there, otherwise the maiden would have told me to stay. And as you're all kind of catching your breath, taking a short rest just after, because Viet, you are exhausted beyond means that you did things you didn't know you could do. All of a sudden, cresting a hill as you're kind of all not really speaking a lot, catching your breath of like, what does this mean? Do we have to go back, or is, all of a sudden you'll see Juniper at the top of the dune you guys all crested.
Oh, not for very long. She probably trips and falls down the down.
Yeah, there's like this the
It's just
sun.
like, oh,
behind her, like, who is that?
as you
Haven?
clunk.
Yeah.
As all of this has been just a whirlwind of emotion.
Yeah.
The first time in a while. And it doesn't feel, I mean, honestly, it doesn't even feel as long as you were a vampire. It was like longer, much longer. Probably since leaving Cyprus. There is just a small little spot that just all of a sudden, sitting in the sand, seeing Juniper tumble down a dune, actually feels content. And then you're going to hear a voice go, "Ah, there you are. You were gone there for a little bit."
Oh, I missed you.
I missed you too. I've been only talking to the short one lately.
She- oh. What I miss?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So he has so many weird thoughts and he starts suggesting. However, as you're sitting there, and the same thing, just kind of after a lot of crap just has gone down, a whirlwind of things, you're kind of just looking at that bracelet, I would assume, in a quiet moment.
Yeah. Right. Searching for that meaning.
And as you are kind of fiddling with it and inflecting, you just hear the, like, almost on the breeze, all you have to do is seek me out. I will always be waiting.
I'm leaving Zeph on red, basically, I guess.
Zeph on red?
Yeah, he sent a message. I will always be waiting.
Unread. Oh, okay.
Red.
Sorry, I did not.
Just no response.
It's
Yeah.
basically
Okay.
like you can see that he read the message,
Yeah.
but he hasn't sent a response yet.
Which is worse than
That's-
not opening it for everyone listening.
Yes.
Etiquette lessons.
I
with
know you
Haven.
saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking. You were back and forth, and then nothing.
Yeah. Was it something I said? Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Sorry.
And that's how people who haven't figured themselves out treat people who are always there for them.
Yeah. No,
Sometimes. Yeah.
That's so true. That was deep.
Yeah. And I'm fully conscious that it's a dick move, but
yeah. It's
not
all right.
ready. Not ready.
Not right. It's too soon. It's complicated. Viet. You are going to, just as I already said, you're exhausted, all that stuff. And however, we might have to have real world conversations, but you want to manifest this, but like, you do feel there is a quiet little center to the storm now that is there. Whether it be the house on the cliff top, or however you want to. It's there, but at the same time, that storm is stronger now on the edges.
Just quietly think about that.
Okay.
As he's trying to catch his breath.
Yeah, Juniper.
Looking at the bottom of his
Mhm.
shoes, his boots.
Funny thing. You look at your feet and they are none worse for wear. But in all of this chaos, all of this like lightning storm, all of this is just a normal little dwarf sitting there. Not an 8-foot tall dwarf.
Back to my 4'1". No, 4'4".
Hey.
4'4".
4'4".
Yeah. And you'll look at your, like, as you kind of look at your feet, that's kind of what does it. Cause you like looking at your footprints behind you a little bit too, where the glass is. And then you notice your feet aren't that size anymore. Then you look at your hand, your blue hand.
Mm-hmm.
You can see where your veins would normally be that are normally, skin blue, There's just this look of like gold where your veins go through your hand.
Okay.
So now you have a blue gold hand.
Okay.
I have to change your intro.
Ah! Juniper, you spit out sand.
Yeah.
You catch up to the group who,
After I fall
Oddly
down
enough-
that dune, I probably just pass the heck out.
sure, don't.
Fair.
You're tired, but guess what? The group's there. You're happy. Your father's still laying there on the sand.
As I was passing the glass footprints,
Yeah.
can I when have you ever seen when lightning hits the sand?
I have.
Can I are there any of those in there?
Oh, like where it does the
Like if I dug
streaking
it
and
down, yeah.
Desert Rose.
yeah. Sure. Absolutely. It
called?
makes
That's
sense
cool.
that it would.
That's
Can I have one?
You can mark it down.
Okay. I have a foot sculpture. That's all I wanted to ask.
A big foot sculpture.
It's big. It's yeah.
I mean, a size like 16.
I'm gonna have Viet carry it.
Flip it upside down and put a glass top on it. It's a coffee cake.
Yeah. Marking it down. That's all I wanted to ask is if I could have a foot sculpture.
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna keep you responsible for carrying it because it's not fitting in a bag.
Fine, I'll figure it out.
It's probably pretty
Perfect.
jagged too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weirdly smooth. Like it does this weird, it's so cool. So cool.
Oh,
So Juniper shows up to the group dragging a foot sculpture of glass.
This is so cool.
Where'd you get that? I want one.
It's in the ground.
Like a couple hundred of them going that way.
There's so many. I tried to take a little one, but they're not little.
We're just
Also,
gonna give up this life adventuring and just set up a little roadside stand out in the middle of the desert
Okay.
here.
Yeah, this is the new. Yeah.
Filling art.
Oh, that's kind of
No,
sweet.
I just
really-
when I feel the energy to run, it's when I make my art.
Actually, bro, running is an art. So
Totally, I feel you.
I
That really
respect
sucked. You guys.
Are you okay? Oh,
I'm here.
You are here. You are here. And she just kind of grabs her shoulders, like, you're here. We're all here. It's
June's
okay.
just gonna start like sobbing and like
Yeah,
grabbing
it's your
all of
turn.
me. It's my turn, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I thought
I,
I was gonna die again.
I feel you, actually.
I didn't.
That's why you're crying.
No.
Still alive.
It becomes incoherent. It's
Yeah,
just
no,
sobbing.
I get
That's
you.
all.
She's just
That was
Back
what happened. Man, she,
Stuff going on.
Mhm.
it's so hot. We're in the desert again.
Pretty much like just incoherent.
Very fair. She's just stroking her hair every 5 seconds, going, no, yeah,
I know. I know.
it's okay.
As I assume this breaks into a camp, Theobald will start like an actual fire, like he'll make things happen, and like set up some like bedrolls and just we're this is where we're staying tonight.
Oh, I think I can do a thing. Can I do? Do I have energy left to do it?
Oh
Thing.
no!
I don't think I can do a thing. Okay.
Like I feel like right now I would make you make a check for a cantrip.
Okay. That is fair. That's very
And
fair.
you sprained your brain.
Viet's probably already just snoring
Yeah,
on the
you're
ground where he
found
kind
a
of
piece
collapsed.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, you two, where are you at?
Probably exhausted and too much racing through my mind. So I just decide to try to get to sleep.
Maven.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to be alive again.
Yeah, I'm
but,
squishing my cheeks.
It's good.
And not the ones you expect. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say something.
Exactly. No, I'm
Still
looking-
got it.
Always had it. She's like working all of her joints kind of by the fire because she's just like, my arm got ripped off. So
It totally, like, I will say, if you inspect and stuff like that, like you do see there looks to be old scars there wrapping around it,
Mhm.
but nothing feels like it's healed wrong or anything like that.
Okay.
Other than maybe, if you're in a more moist climate, it might feel a little stiff. You never
Can
know,
tell when it's
you
gonna
know?
rain.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So it's just like real life. I love that. Yeah, she's just kind of okay. All right. Oh, yeah. And just kind of just moving her body around. It's very much not even worried that it's gonna hurt. It's more just I can, just very feeling her body. I don't know. It feels good. She's making hand puppets. She's got all her dexterity back. It feels good. Feels real good.
Good.
And
Um,
those cheeks.
Is Juniper's dad okay? What's he
He's
doing?
stable. He's stable, but he's unconscious.
Okay, well,
He is
interesting.
wherever you leave him.
Right.
June's probably next to him, actually.
Well,
I would
this
imagine.
guy's been some places, so he's kind of a relic of history of sorts. I'm taking a bit of interest. And when you said he had blue eyes, were they like dreamy blue eyes or anything?
There's just like his normal blue eyes.
Yeah, to you,
Would we think they're dreamy?
right?
mean, if you
My
think
dad, but you're out.
pale steel,
Tell you.
like a pale steel blue eyes that are both inviting,
Yeah,
but yet
I'm
cold
Oh, he's hot.
are-
Okay. Okay. I get you.
I'll just keep him company in case he wakes up, and yeah. I think, and then Oliver
What's
would
going on
probably
right now?
use that time to, he's unconscious, so he's probably
Oh.
not listening. So he's gonna monologue. He's like, he's got this crisis going on. Most of my life has been spent trying to piece together some hidden meaning of the pieces of the past. Always thinking there's just that one missing piece of context around the next corner, tucked away in the next lost city excavation. The one that will be the key to unlocking the truth and the key to understanding how everything fits together. Now we stand poised within the grasp of the gods, old and new. You have some experience with that. And we're seeing that they wrestle with meaning, just as we mortals do. I'm having a hard time believing any of these powers know what the hell they're doing. You get me? Yeah, you get me. This guy gets me.
He's coughing.
Yeah. It's connection. We felt the connection. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just keeps coughing.
That have woken me up,
Oh,
I guess. I don't know.
Not for this moment.
Okay.
Just coughing, sputtering, like he keeps going, like maybe he's not quite choking, maybe he needs water, maybe he's coughing and sputtering as you are kind of finishing this monologue.
If it's apparent he needs anything, I will tend to that.
Okay. So as you kind of go up to him and try to hey, let's try some water, you like grab his head and try to tip it back and get some water in it and just and then his hand grabs your neck and starts to lift you off the ground as he opens his eyes, pale blue, and then they ignite into green.
What?
You know nothing. And he lets go of you, grabs his helmet, puts it on, and goes and stands at the edge of the campfire.
Have him back.
And that's where we're going to leave this
What?
episode.
Not dreamy, not dreamy, not dreamy.
We're all over. Just
Thank you all for joining us on this amazing, fun episode. Join us next week, 7:00 Central. Another episode. I look forward to it. I'll be here. Everyone else hopefully will be here. Right.
yes.
Have a great week. See you next time.
Bye.
You've got some explaining to do.
Yeah, you do.
That was my